Today we have a Moto G5S Plus, and we're going to replace the cracked screen on here. So I have a replacement screen right here. Looks like that on the back. A couple of things to note is that we're going to start by taking the screen off from the bottom because the cable that attaches that is located at the top and we don't want to tear that up. So we're going to start with a hairdryer. It's on high setting, and we're going to go and try to heat that up a little bit, and I'll be back. After we heat it up, we're going to put this little suction cup on there, which came with the screen. I got it on eBay and it came with a kit. So we put that on the screen and try to pull it up a little bit and insert that little clip in between the top and the bottom of the base of the phone. The problem number one is the little suction cup that I'm supposed to stick on here to pull up. Won't suction. I guess the screen is too shattered. So after I continue heating it, instead of using that, I'm just going to use this little guitar pick looking thing, and I'm going to like dig the screen off. It's actually flaking off because it's shattered so badly. So I'll come back. Of glass, so I keep retaping it to keep the glass shards from going everywhere, although they still are everywhere. The heat helps, so if you keep applying heat, and the tape helps the lesson learned, shards from glass flying everywhere when you turn on the hairdryer. So just a heads up, I'm going to keep prying, keep taping, making headway now finally, and this is what it looks like. And you have to be careful. This button, it does come out apart from this, but it also has a little cord right there, like a little flat cord. You'll see it in a minute. There's a little flat cord that attaches this piece right here to the phone that you can't break. That's the touch pad. So be careful when you're prying on this side not to break that cord. This will move, by the way. Gonna finish heating and prying, but remember the cord that attaches the screen to the phone is at the top here. And now you can see I'm on the other side, and you can see what I was talking about. Like, this is the bottom of the phone, and there is a attachment right, get the light right, that little, looks like a little flat ribbon they call it, and that attaches with this piece right here, this little thumb pad. That right there is attached by that little flat ribbon, and once you get it open, you should stick little pieces of something like credit card or whatever to keep it from going back down and getting stuck again. But don't be afraid to pry, but I would definitely wear gloves because this is definitely sharp and I have cut myself already. So but anyway, I'll show you more when I get it all the way off. Okay, so this is a picture inside. So this is the piece I was talking about, not the bottom. This is attached by a ribbon. Hopefully I didn't break that. It needs to be cleaned up. You see where I kind of pried the ribbon? Don't do that. That's probably bad. And then this is the top of it, which there apparently is a screw in there. And you can see it. See if I can hold the camera and point it out to you. And the kit contains tiny screwdrivers, by the way. That screw right there. I'm going to take that out. And then I'm going to proceed after I get that out. So this sucker thing finally came in handy. And the screwdriver that worked was some sort of weird 5-star thing, or 6-star. I have a million, and this is the only one that worked. So once you get the screw out, you're going to need a pair of tweezers or something to lift this little metal piece out. Like the little metal piece. And then there's the screw right there. I need to get that too. Teeny tiny little screw and metal piece. And then, oh, right there. So let's just put that out of the way over here. Okay, now you're gonna have to, this just basically pops up. It just snaps off, and that snaps off. And then apparently, under here, I was told there's adhesive under this one. So I'm gonna have to kind of just pry it up. And when I pry it up, I'm gonna pry it off that metal so you can see the orange on the metal. And I'm gonna have to put the camera down to do that because I can't do it holding the camera. So that was fairly easy. I just took a little tiny flathead screwdriver and I just pushed on it a little bit and it popped right off. So now the whole screen is gonna come off. Not so easy, but I'm gonna just take my little pliers that I was sent and get the rest of that adhesive off. I may have to hair dry it a little bit more. There is no good way to get this goo, this black goo that's on the side. It has to come off. There's no fast way to do it. You just have to kind of, I'm taking a flathead screwdriver, a little bitty one, and just doing a tiny piece at a time, like just scraping it. Just kind of take it and scrape it a little bit at a time. You can't do a lot. And then I'm heating it up as well. Gonna work on that for a while. It's taking forever, but you do have to clean it because you have to put new adhesive. Also be careful up here because I kind of messed that little seal up. That's around a speaker, I believe, but I tore it, so hopefully it'll be okay. Anyway, so there's definitely a technique. If you just do a little bit at a time after you heat it, it peels up pretty nicely. Let's see. This side's going a lot faster than the other side. There's definitely a little technique that you can use to make this go a little faster. It seems to do that if you go a little bit at a time. So here we are again. The new screen I have put on there. I realized afterwards that the kit that I ordered did not include adhesive. So now I have to order some tape. Basically, they sell different kinds, but it's like little double-sided tape. No big deal. But I went ahead and hooked everything back up in the back. So, you know, the little metal piece, the two pieces snap on. I have not stuck the adhesive for the other piece, but I did want to put that metal piece back on so I didn't lose the screw in the process of waiting for the rest. And you can see I got most of the black adhesive off the sides and the metal parts at least. It's still a little sticky, but it's not like sticking up. And then the bottom, of course, it's hard to get that off, so that probably won't come off. But the suggestion is that you test your screen. So I'm gonna turn it on, and before I put the adhesive on, make sure that my touch screen actually does work again. So there you go. This is again a Moto G5S Plus. And Motorola makes pretty good phones. They're pretty cheap, and they have basically everything I need. This is one of the mid-level models, not the upper model or the lowest. It's not flat as it should be, because I haven't adhered it to the base, but it worked after I got it adjusted flatter. Put something up against it. But so you're supposed to just basically test it and see, like, if I press that, yeah, it works. Okay. I don't have any internet. Okay, but just kind of go around and hit things and see if I don't have No internet. All right, let's go. Just test like different buttons. Like look at your apps. Make sure you can drag things around like you're supposed to, and everything looks good. So I will come back later, much later, probably tomorrow, when I get the new or the roll of adhesive tape for electronics, and we will finish putting the adhesive on and getting the screen completely